Hi guys, today we're going to do a quick recap of Pythagoras Theorem. So you should have seen this in class before, but basically it's a relationship between a right angled triangle. So it's really important that this is a right angled triangle, okay? And what it says is that this length, A squared, plus this length, B squared, equals this length here, C squared, okay? C is always the longest side and it's always opposite the right angle. That's really important. So we're going to go through two examples here. First one, finding the longest side, and example two, finding a shorter side. Okay, so this one here, we have a right angle triangle. This length here is 5, this length here is 12, and you can use that information to find out what this length here would be. Okay, and so we're going to call this one A, this one B, and this one C. And so I know that A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So here I end up with 5 squared plus 12 squared equals C squared. And I can use my calculator, or I should just know that 5 squared is 25 and 12 squared, some of you will know, is 144. And that equals C squared, okay? And so all I've got to do now is add those two together. So 25 plus 144 is 169. Equals C squared. And so now that doesn't mean, and this clearly doesn't look like this is 169. What I'm told is that C squared is 169. So to find out what C on its own is, I have to do square root, okay? So I do the square root of 169 equals C, and you can use a calculator, or some of you may know that the square root of 169 is actually 13. And so C equals 13. And that's it, solved, okay? The next one is when we're looking to find a shorter side, so not the longest one. And so same thing, I'm going to call this one A, I'm going to call this one B, and the longest one I'm called C. And so this one, I know that A squared plus B squared equals C squared again. But this time, I've got to be a bit careful. So I know that these two squared, so this one squared plus this one squared, add up to make that one squared. So I end up with 8 squared, 8 squared plus B squared equals C squared, which I know C squared here is actually 10, so I end up with 10 squared. So I end up with 64 plus B squared equals 100. And so I can see that I've actually got to find the difference between 164. So I know that B squared is actually this value here, C squared, 100, take away this value squared, so minus 64. And so I know that B squared has to equal 36. Okay, and the same thing before. So this clearly, 36, this doesn't represent this whole length, this represents B squared. And so to find B, I have to do the square root of 36, which most of you will know, B equals 6. And if you want, you can check your answer. So you've got 8 squared plus 6 squared should add up to 10 squared, and you can do that in your book. And that's how to simply apply Pythagoras Theorem. Thank you very much, guys.